So one thing that we all agree on, and everybody in the Volkswagen community talks about, everybody has a Volkswagen story, whether it was your first car or whether it belonged to your mom and daddy or it belonged to your grandparents. We all have a Volkswagen story, and that's what brings us all together. So tonight I want to tell you a little bit about my Volkswagen story. Volkswagens have always been a part of my life. They've always been a part of my family as far back as I can remember. Way before I was ever thought of, my mama had one, a red 66. They had many Volkswagens over the years, whether it was dune buggies, Bajas, or whatever, even to the point of having a kit car. This gray car you see here in the picture was one he built for my brother Keith when Keith turned 16 years old. We drove that car back and forth every day to school. Even though we could see the school from home, it was a cold ride many mornings. Keith did a great job keeping it running because Daddy couldn't make it idle. But that's a different story for a different day. I sure miss my daddy, and playing with these Volkswagens takes me back down memory lane. That's why they truly are so very special to me. So come join along as we continue to share our Volkswagen stories and the projects that we're working on here at Riverbank Customs. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoy it. So before we get started with tonight's video, I want to wish a very special friend of mine a happy 50th birthday. Uncle Jesse, thanks for letting us be a part of it and celebrate it with you. Hope to enjoy and celebrate many more.
Hey, good afternoon. Hey, it's Sunday afternoon. Just got back from church and eating. Got out here this afternoon, gonna show you what we got done on Carmen this weekend. So I've been out here a couple of days working on her. Put the keel mat in, the floors up front and back. Got the carpet in. Started putting door panels in. Got those back quarter pieces in on both sides. Carpet is a TMI kit. Only cutting I really had to do so far is I've had to cut around my park brake, cut around your gear shifter. I still have to cut the vents for the heaters on both sides of the floor and the front. That's the only cutting I've had to do. Putting those panels in, got to round up a few clips for this passenger side door. Just wanted to show you kind of where we're at on her. Got the driver's side door panel in, got it on, got to put the trim around your door handle itself, and then I got to put your pull handle on, new window crank handles. But we're going to get the seats cleaned up for her, get this thing put back together. Got a new dash cover to put on, got a new steering wheel piece to put on here. We're going to be winding Carmen up pretty quick. Hopefully we can get her back to her home pretty soon. I know she's ready to drive her. I'm just going to show you where we're at. Carpet looking good. That's where we're at on Sunday afternoon. Carmen's looking mighty nice. Hey, good afternoon out here on Sunday afternoon. Just going to show you an update on Carmen. Got the door panels on. Told you earlier I put the sound deadener in the floor, put carpet in, got back seats in, got all the door panels on. They're looking good. But this afternoon I got out, fit a new dash cover on the top. Had to cut down around all the vents. Had to trim that up. It's got to come back out. I'm going to paint it and make it more of a satin black than that shiny black. Maybe touch up the whole rest of the dash, cover up that, tape up that wood grain, save that, get the steering wheel fixed. But that's where we're at on Sunday afternoon. Just wanted to kind of show you this dash cover, made it look a whole lot better. But here's where we're at. She looks good. Hopefully she can go back to her owner here next couple of days, get this thing finished up, get on to the next one.
So I just want to show you a little bit tonight. Kenny and Shelly and I, we did a little bit of evaluation on her daddy's car today. Now it's Kenny's car. So if you look right here, see all that oil? Looks like that boot's in pretty bad shape. So that's the That's the big oil that's been showing up on the floor. And also that's probably all the oil that's all over the transmission. So we're gonna get a set of boots from Mr. Ed probably one day this week. See if we can't get them changed out. Those boots there may be original. Anyway, we're gonna get them changed out. Check the dope in this transmission. The passenger side seems to be okay. Either way, we're gonna change them both out. Kenny wants to do a little cleaning underneath here. Let's do a lot of cleaning underneath here. And paint his exhaust, paint his heater boxes. Just start getting this car ready to go. We're planning on taking this car to the VW Getaway. This is one of the 2 cars we'll be taking. The other one being Stripes. So y'all stay tuned. We got a lot going on. It's going to be a busy couple of weeks. Also tonight, Alex is working on the paddles, getting them ready to go back in Mr. Herschel's car. We just got them out of the sonic cleaner. Now we're getting everything cleaned up. I did a little tree work this morning. We had some storm damage in the neighborhood last night. Alex got that all cleaned up, taken care of. He did really good. Alright, just a little quick update. We're cleaning Kenny's engine and transmission this afternoon, working to get this car ready to go back together. All we got on the lift, doing a little cleanup. It already looks better. That's round 1. We'll spray some degreaser on it. Easy off oven cleaner, gunk, whatever works best. Grease lightning. Like I showed you before, the car's got a transmission boot leak, an axle boot leaking. So we're gonna work to get that cleaned up. Get some POR paint on all this rust on the heater boxes. Make it ready for the show. So I want to show you a little bit more of what I got going on this 65 model today. We're replacing the master cylinder. We put disc brakes on the front, so we're putting a dual stage master cylinder on it and locating the reservoir on top of it. But it looks like Kenny got a lot of work ahead of him, a lot of cleaning to do. But that's the easy part. That's the fun part. Everything's solid. It's just dirty. That we get all that fixed up. I'm gonna order a new beam in the morning. It'll probably take 5 to 6 days for the beam to get here. But again, this is a really nice car. Appears to be rough solid in the front. Just needs a little TLC. these cars sitting outside. We're waiting on some more parts from air cooled, waiting on a 6-inch narrow beam. Pete said he'd get that out to me real quick. We'll have it next week and be ready to put it in. But I just want to show you what 2.5-inch drop spindles from Empy did to this car. We lowered it on down. That's a cool stance right there. We really like it. However, with these wheels and the offset of the wheels, the offset of the brakes, kind of got the wheel hanging out a little bit. Of course, it hadn't been lined up yet. See how the wheel hangs out? That's okay. That's not what we want. We want it tucking wheels. Tucking tires, they call it. So we'll get that beam put in next week. Get the new axle boots put on that you heard me talking about. And be cleaning this thing up. Top to bottom, spit shining. Ready to go to the VW Getaway. I'm gonna have 3 cars sitting there at our booth at the Getaway. It'll be this red 65, 74 model stripes, and another buddy of mine's car, not really sure what it is. No, but it's a good looking car. Belongs to Kelly Sherrill. I want to say it's a 73, 74. I want to say it's a late model, but I'm not sure. So I want to talk to you a little bit this afternoon about the VW Getaway. Talk to Robbie about once a week, getting an update on what's going on, where he's at, what pre-registration looks like. So I talked to him Christmas Day. Everybody else is doing Christmas. Me and Robbie Johnson, we talking Volkswagen. Imagine that. But he said he's expecting somewhere around 300 cars. Had 60 cars pre-registered when pre-registration closed. But actually, I think they extended that. So, and every day we get a new sponsor coming on board. A lot of big name sponsors going to be involved in this thing. It's going to be big. And the cool part about it is it's going to grow every year. This is the 3rd annual, and from what I've seen, we were there last year at the 2nd annual. And what I've seen already, it's bigger and bigger and bigger. One thing about Robbie, if it's a Volkswagen show in the Southeast and he's available, he's there. So he supports everybody in every show, and people return the favor. They'll support him. I'm really excited to be a part of it. Can't wait to make that journey down there. Can't wait for those days off. Y'all just stay tuned. We got a lot of work going on. We're going to be doing a lot. Hope to do really well at that show. Also, one other thing I want to tell you about, something that's very dear to me. This show, VW Getaway, is an effort to raise money for childhood cancer. So, Emily, my daughter, is taking on a new career in her life, and she is working at Children's Hospital in the cancer ward. And every night, every day she comes home, she's got a different story to tell about kids and their situation and their fight against cancer. Pretty serious. So if you're going to be at that show, if you're interested in that show, if you want to support it, please, even if you can't make it, reach out to myself, to Robbie, anybody involved in it, and let's see how much money we can raise for childhood cancer. Thank you. All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to this edition of Riverbank Customs. Sunday morning, kind of a cloudy, dreary day here in Alabama. So just want to take a minute and show you a car we picked up this morning. Car's been on schedule for the last couple of months, but we're getting around to it now. Huge thank you to the customer for being patient with us. So, in my opinion, and that's all it is in my opinion, this is not written anywhere. It's not the gospel, but it is my favorite. This is the Holy Grail of Volkswagens. 1967 Volkswagen standard Beetle convertible. Beautiful car. 2 things. Customer wants to make it look like it did when it come from Germany, but he wants to retain the original smell from his grandfather. This car belonged to his grandfather. His grandfather drove it daily. And I can understand that. I can relate to that. Of course, that's doing a full restoration. That's not really possible. But we'll do our best to make it what the customer wants. So let's take a look at it. Car's had one repaint, but we're going to go back with the original color. Going to have a new top. Got some work there. Looks like it's been hit around the rear apron. The engine's out of it. We do have the engine. We'll be putting that back in. New brakes, new fuel system, new interior, new carpet. This is a super nice car. I'd love to have it. Looking forward to this project. I've been looking forward to it for some time because I had made a trip to Harpersville to see this car a few months back. And like I say, it's been on the schedule here for a while. We're just going to work. Just show you a little bit on the inside. How about that empty steering wheel? This is the original color right here. Somebody's put maybe a later model radio in it. We've been put a block off plate in that. Whatever we need to do. Antique tag. I'm telling you, this is a really nice car. Let's take a look underneath. Floor pans, rails. Let's just hope the heater channels are okay. Well, bad as I hate to say it, Christmas time's over with. And part of Christmas is getting rid of all the wrapping paper and the boxes and the garbage. Tell me about it, Alex. Is it coming out?
Trying to.
I'm just leaning over your shoulder video and don't know.
It's got good penetration. I need the right size wrench first.
What do you need?
A Christian wrench out there.
Ah! Need the right side wrench. What I'm trying to do here, we can all get in here. When we removed the pedals from Mr. Herschel's car, one of the bolts broke off. So we've been welding nuts on the little stud trying to get it loose. You can't really see it because there's so much room in there. But we're working to get that out. We may have to back up and do something different, replace that whole nut insert, do something. But we ain't giving up. One thing we do here at Riverbank Customs, what is it, Alex? What do we do?
Don't give up.
Never give up. Never. Don't let something whoop you. All right, so don't forget an upcoming show that we're all going to be at Saturday, May 3rd, 10th annual Bugs on the Bayou in Niceville, Florida. Can't wait to go and be a part of this show with our friend Derek Henry and his crew. Check it out. Thank you.